Hey, beautiful people. I don't see anybody on just yet, so I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes. If you're there and you're lurking, hi. We're working in romantic country scenes coloring book. So I'm gonna talk to myself for a little while as if I'm just recording. um, this book is gorgeous. A lot of beautiful pictures in here. Really happy to be coloring in this one for the first time. We'll do a quick flip while I'm waiting for people to come on. Again, I didn't really announce this, so it is what it is. Oh, look at that love boat. Let's see. That's a nice one. Nice. Really romantic. Teresa Goodrich always does a great job. Look at this book. Very nice. This is the page I'm working on. So I'm gonna work on this tonight. Off camera I did the trees, these trees and these up here. I have one more to work on in the mountains. I think tonight I'm gonna focus on the water and doing their skin and hair. We'll just work it. I'll work on areas as I come to them. I still have to finish the staircases here I didn't finish. But that's that page. Hi, Dee. What's up, girl? Thank you for coming on. I didn't I didn't announce it really. So while more people are coming on, I'm just gonna flip through this book real quick. People have probably already seen it, but how are you doing? It's a very cute book. I'm doing much better, Dee. Thank you. How are you doing? Oh, this is cute. I like the diner picture. Yeah, I'm doing much better, Dee. My sickness is going away and my blue mood is gone completely because I had some fabulous news this week. I really won't share much about that, but my blue is gone. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, look at that. I like that one too. Thank you. Thank you so much. What are you up to tonight besides on here looking at what I'm not doing right now? We have some lurkers. I'm gonna call the lurkers out. I don't mind that you lurk, but hi. Hi lurkers. I promise you I'm nice. I won't bite you. Everyone's welcome here. Okay, so this is the page I'm working on. And this is what I've got so far. You guys might hear some background noise tonight. I'm drinking my go-to drink, guys. I don't know if you guys like these. This is my favorite because I don't drink soda and it makes me feel like I'm drinking soda. But I love the Pellegrino blood orange anything. So this is blood orange and black raspberry Essenza. So it's flavored mineral water, but it has 0 calories. See, 0, yay, no carbs. So it has sodium, of course, but I don't suffer from high blood pressure, so it's okay for me to drink that. Okay, so you can hang out with us for a little while, D. Anytime is good. All right, so I guess I'm gonna start. I'll start. But yeah, these are really good, D. If you've never tried them, they have the lemon. They have one that's lemon and lemon zest. That is like really strong lemon. Then they have this one, blood orange and black raspberry. And there's, I think, another one's like black raspberry and watermelon or strawberry, something like that. But they're really nice. All right, so the last time we were here, I worked on the house, the tent, their pants, and the hat. And I did my little sunset sky or sunrise, whatever you want to call it. And that was it. And so off camera, I worked on these trees and these evergreens up here. So tonight I'm going to start with their skin because it's a small section. Yeah, D, go try those. Go try those. They're really good. And I like them. I actually buy them by the case because I like them. I don't drink them every day, but when I'm feeling like I want something like similar to a soda, then I typically will go grab one to drink. So they kind of take that wanting to have a soda out of my mind, and I can drink these and it doesn't hurt my fast because I'm intermittent fasting. All right, so I'm gonna start working on the skin, and I'm gonna start with marmalade. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. We went to a 90th. I told you guys last time that I had a 90th party to go to. Oh, hey, Selena. Yes, D. These will basically, if you like soda, I mean, they don't have any sweetener. Now, you can find these with the sweeteners in them, but I'm trying not to have sugar because I already have enough carbs in my life. And sodas, I know, very high in sugar. And so I just want to stay away from sodas. Leave the sofa alone. Oh my goodness. That's funny. But yeah, so we went to a 90th birthday party yesterday. It was really nice. My husband's great aunt turned 90 years old, and we went to celebrate. It was so nice to see her, and she doesn't even look 90 years old, guys. I'm like, she's getting around, up talking to everybody. She has remembers everybody. She remembers my husband, my sons. I'm just like, wow, she is doing good for 90 years old. You wouldn't think she was 90 if you just saw her. But yeah, so that was really fun. We did that. We drove about 35 minutes towards the east to go check her out for her birthday. And it was at this like little steakhouse place, and it was so nice. My husband wasn't expecting, but they paid for everyone's food. I was like, wow, that's so nice. But it was really nice to go see his family, and there were so many people there that I hadn't seen in a long time. So it was just nice overall just to do that. So guys, I'm just doing skin. You guys, I'm not a pro. I don't really skin is not something that I'm good at. So if you have any suggestions or people I can watch videos or whatever, you can put that in the comments right there in the chat. But yeah, I'm just doing this the way I think it should be. um, my way. So I'm just using the marmalade right now, which is kind of orangey, but I'll give it some more color in a minute. So then I'm gonna use it on her too. But yeah, guys, it was just really nice to go out there and spend time with his family. And Christian, you guys, he cracks me up. He was like, "Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you so much." So we're at the place, and they have like buffet, not buffet as far as like the main food items, but they have like a cold bar, a cold salad bar, and a hot bar, and then they have the bar that has like all the desserts and the breads and different things like that. So we're sitting down, and Christian, somebody said, "You're gonna eat?" He's like, "Uh, I don't trust buffets." I was like, "What?" And people were just laughing at him. His cousins were laughing at him. He don't trust buffets. He's not eating none of that food. He said, "I'm not eating that food. I don't trust buffets." So, and they're like, "It's not all buffet." He's like, "No, I don't want it." So I was like, "Okay, so you're gonna be hungry." So we go and get our food, and I got shrimp and fish, fried shrimp and fried fish. And I'm sitting there. As soon as my food comes, here he is, like eat. Oh, I was like, he's like eating my shrimp. I think I had like two shrimp off my plate, and Christian's like eating my food. I'm like, I thought you didn't eat buffet. He's like, this is not buffet. I was like, no, it's not. But you say you don't want to eat buffet. Now you're eating all my food. But when you're a mom, you just let him have it. So then he eats mine, guys, and then he goes and finds his dad and says, I want some shrimp. I want shrimp." And my husband's like, "What? Why didn't you get it when everybody was getting food?" So of course, because he's a spoiled little brat, my husband went and got him some shrimp, a shrimp plate when he doesn't eat potatoes. So all he ate was a shrimp off that plate. And I was just shaking my head like, oh my gosh, this kid. But his family got a kick out of him because he's just like seeing all this crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. Hey, beautiful colors. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names, but if you type it there, I'll call you by your name while you're here and I'll get to know you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love Teresa Goodridge images. They're so fun to color. For those who are watching, who didn't watch the first one, I did base this. Like the first layer is in markers. So if you're curious, that's gonna be too pink. Let's see, I'm gonna find a nice color for the skin. Yeah, so but yeah, so it was a nice time. And then of course I had to leave there, and I could not go to Ollie's, which was like right down the street. I was like, I don't care what we do. We have to go to Ollie's before we leave here. And so we went to Ollie's and I was looking to see if they had any coloring books and it was a wash. Uh, so I ended up just getting like I love Dove soap, so I went there and stocked up. I think I had like 6 bottles of Dove soap. Um, but yeah, so that was a nice evening. Yes, D Ollie's, I love it. And do you know that I have? Hey, Lavelia. Hey, girl. Woo, Lavelia's here. All right. They have. I have like 4 or 5 Ollies that I can get to around my home, and I've only been to 3 of them. And I haven't ventured out to the other two just yet, but I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, beautiful colors. It's Brianna. Brianna's in the house. Yay! Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you. So I'm just working on this page. But yeah, I love going to Ollie's. You never know what you're gonna find, but you already know you're gonna find good stuff cheap. So um, I really do like to go there just to take a look to see what I could find. But I didn't find anything, nothing that I felt like I needed to have. So yeah, but I hope everyone's doing well tonight. It's Friday, and I was off all day. I was waiting for my cousin to call me to go hang out, but I think they're just really busy. So um, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not really pressed about it because I know they're doing college tours, and that can be tiring. Because I did those with my son, and oh my gosh, you're walking and looking at stuff all day long. The last thing you want to do is like go anywhere and hang out. So we'll see. So I'm adding some earth red to this skin just because I like that color of this pencil. So I'm doing that on his skin. And then I'm going to come back with the peach again. Hi, Color Me and Pink Monkey. May I have your first name, please? I like to call people by their names. Okay, now I'm going to come back over this with a peaches and cream. Who here who's watching has Ollie's in their area? Because I know a lot of people say I don't have an Ollie's where I live at, but they know about Ollie's. Okay, yeah, D has one. I know Selena has one. I think Selena has one too. Okay, Brianna has two. Yeah, they're nice. I mean, even if you're not going for coloring books, I go for their cookbooks. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can find some amazing cookbooks that you would pay like retail like 35, 40 bucks, um, at a Barnes and Noble, and you can get them for like less than 10 bucks. Yeah, Lavelia, I know you guys don't have it, but you have stores we don't have, like Daiso and stuff. Oh wow, that's good, Brianna. That's a good buy. I'm shocked they had that there, but you never know what you're gonna find there, and that's what's so cool about it. You when you go in there, you don't know. It's like you're just anxious or like giddy with suspense. Like, what am I gonna find in here? And then when you don't find anything, that's a bummer. But you usually find something. Like I didn't walk out of there with empty handed. I came out with something that I really like. And like those big huge bottles of Dove soap, they're selling them for like $4.79. I think they're like six or more in the store. So that's a really good buy. Hey Valerie. Hey girl. I'm back at it. I bet you guys didn't think it was going to be this soon. Especially since I said I wasn't announcing anything. But I decided today at least I would announce that I'm planning on going live this evening in my Facebook groups. um, so if you're a part of that group, you saw that or those groups. So ooh, yeah, Lavelia, Hobby Lobby has good stuff too. Um, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a very long time because they don't do that coupon anymore. uh, they don't do that coupon, and so I don't go in there. But when they have those big, huge clearance sales, you can find good stuff. I gummed her arm up. It's okay. Yeah, so um, Hobby Lobby is a great place to go to find lots of good stuff. And their clearance sales are always the best. You can find really cool stuff in there on clearance. And then they have um, that one area in the back of their store, or I don't know where it's located in your store, but where they always have clearance items. And I've found some really cool stuff just browsing through that section as well. Thank you, Brianna. Yes, Valerie. Oh my gosh. I'm just like I'm with like you. I'm like, why'd you guys stop that coupon? I mean, were they must have really been hurting them, but I kind of think that maybe people were taking advantage of that coupon, like coming in, using it, going back out to the car, coming back in again, use the coupon again, just to get a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. Okay, Brianna, do you know what page you're doing? I'd be happy to join you on that buddy color in spring scenes. Thank you, Brianna, for the compliment. Yeah, Valerie, I don't go to Hobby Lobby because there's not one in my town that I live in. I have to actually go to Raleigh in the city to get to a Hobby Lobby. And since I'm working from home, well, I won't be as of next week. Only, well, we have a hybrid schedule, so I'll be in the office only 2 days a week, but the Hobby Lobby is literally across the street from my job, and so on lunch breaks, guess where I was? I was at Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna be not going to Hobby Lobby during my lunch breaks, but doing something more like walking and stuff, and just trying to, just use what I have for now. Okay, Brianna, that would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll be seeing Hobby Lobby twice a week, but not going inside. Danger, danger. I'm gonna give her some pink lips, like lipstick. We're gonna go with plum. go. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get this shirt. But yeah, guys, I'm not I don't want to buy. I mean, I'm not buying many supplies here lately because I have tons of supplies. But books I put myself on a no buy. I didn't announce it, but I haven't been so good doing that because I've gotten I have a haul coming up. I probably won't do that haul until uh next month or following month. Um, but yeah, I didn't do so good not buying books. Yeah, Valerie, I think, well, the last supplies that I purchased was today, which were just a replacement of my um Crayola Super Tips. I'm using a little white to highlight an area of her shirt. That's it. That's the only supplies I purchased since since Christmas, my birthday. That's it. That is it. Okay, I want to work on her hair. I'm going to do chocolate or dark chocolate. Yeah, so I'm not buying very many supplies here. I think a lot of us have plenty. But I think that sometimes, I don't know about anyone else, sometimes buying supplies can be like a, like impulsive. Because you really don't need it because you have plenty, but you get it anyways. Yeah, Valerie. I I have a lot. I have a lot of supplies. I even have like backup for Prismacolor. Like I have backups to my backups for Prismas. I have backups for several pencils and and when you're like doing inventory and like checking your stuff and you realize, gosh, you have enough. Just focus on using that and not buy any more supplies. So I've even destashed some supplies and sent supplies to people I know who need it or people who I know don't have, you know, nice, nice pencils and stuff. Even if they're budget friendly, the nice budget friendly ones, I'll just send it. I'm not really selling stuff. I'm just giving it away. I'm a giver. I like to give. I like to share, and um, coloring has done so much for me. It's brought me out of my shell because I'm not a social butterfly. I didn't like talk to people. My husband's one of those people. He can go into a room and spark up a conversation with anyone, and I wasn't like that. And starting the YouTube channel actually made me come out of my shell to the point where now I can go into, places and speak to people and not feel so shy or um, get nervous and stuff about it. So I would say that this hobby has kind of brought me out of my shell, to meet people. And I've done meet and greets with my Facebook group. We're supposed to have one in Louisville, Kentucky this year. So we're supposed to meet for this art fair in I want to say it's October, the first week in October. So we're doing that. Yes. Hi, Color Me a Pink Monkey. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh wow, Brianna, you sound like I did. I wasn't like I would not. I'd be like I would go places and my husband would just be talking. I'm like, do you know them? He's just like, no. I'm like, how can you just go talk to people you don't even know? But he's just that way. So I'm used to it now with him. But I'm never I feel like I can go and up to people and start talking, but I always have like this nervousness inside before I even start talking. But yeah, we're supposed to have a meet and greet in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's in conjunction with this huge art show. I think it's called Saint I think it's St. Andrews. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But so the whole goal is to meet other colorists in our Facebook group and kind of have like a weekend of doing fun stuff like going out together, going to the art fair together, just spending time with each other and getting to know each other. So this is going to be my I think third or fourth one. We've done one, two, I think we've done three in Raleigh for the because there's this big huge art fair that comes here, and I've already done a video on that, and it was around that. So we've done like paint parties, the paint and sip parties. I had an artist come from the art fair come and teach us a class at the library on using colored pencils and stuff for shading, and that was so cool. So I'm just like planning different things like that for my groups. Oh, Brianna, you have a husband like mine, huh? Oh yeah, well he's around so he gets to talk to people. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do that this fall coming up. Hopefully. I'm still kind of gauging on what's going on with with COVID and stuff. So um, it may get canceled if things don't turn out as if things get worse, we won't be doing it. We'll just hold off. Just using gray here on this cooler. So I'm hoping to meet, several people from my Facebook group. We'll see. I think the biggest turnout I had was on the first, no, the second, the first or second one, and we had a blast. It was so nice to meet people that that you communicate with every day. Yeah, Valerie, truck driving. I think that is you gotta, man. I give it up to those truckers, man. They drive all day long, and they are getting it on the highways. Usually when it rains, I kind of stay close to them because they can see. Thank you, Color Me a Pink Monkey. Thank you. All right. So what am I gonna do next? Okay, let's work on the water a little bit. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Sometimes when I'm looking at the colors, I'm like, because I don't have my color chart out, but I don't know which way I want to go with the water just yet. So, but I'm just gonna grab and go. Just grab and go, T. I'm gonna grab and go. I'm gonna try this color. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so I'm excited about it, guys. I love meeting people, especially fellow colorists, because I think we're some of the nicest people. You know, some people can't, some people are not so nice, but we are some of the nicest people. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Color Me a Pink Monkey. Yeah, I had to do this page like fall because that is my favorite. And when I saw this picture, I was like, cabin. I was like, oh yes, the fall colors, they have to be in this page. Um, and so I was just like, although there are flowers here, makes it look more springy, but hey, this is gonna be a fall page. Hi, Rana. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Raina or Rana? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so, but yay. I'm having a good time chatting with you guys. Everyone's kind of off in my house doing their own thing. I'm the only lady in the house, y'all. This place is full of testosterone. I can't watch chick flicks without hearing, this is for girls. What are you watching? Yeah, so and getting anyone to color in here is like pulling teeth because it's not gonna happen. No one colors but me in the house, so nobody messes with my stuff. Nobody gets in my things. So it's like all for me. Oh, Rana, thank you, thank you. I said it right. I better be hooked on phonics. I have a wild name too. You guys, I shortened it to T because people cannot say my name. My name is Latimia, and I've gotten Latina, Latima, Virginia, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, Virginia, that doesn't sound like my name. So I go by T. It's T for short, and it's just easier. But my nickname, my family calls me is Teamy. So it's either T or Teamy. So, but for you guys, I said T is the easiest. People are trying to say my name, they're going to butcher it. It's just best to say T. Yes, Valerie, try it. Valerie's laughing at Virginia. Yeah. Yeah, how'd you get Virginia from Latimia? Really? I've gotten so many different names. Like, I'm just like, gosh, is anyone hooked on phonics out here anymore? Oh my gosh. Oh, but names are can be difficult sometimes. So yeah, it's like if you look at a name, I think because people just see a name and they blurt it out instead of looking at it and taking like a few seconds to look at it, especially if it's not a common name. Like take a moment and look, please, before you try to say it. So my name is spelled Latimia. So Latimia. So getting Virginia or Latima or Latina from that, I just don't get it. But I used to get so mad. I always had to correct people. I'm like, Mom, why y'all name me this? Because I'm constantly correcting people. It is a struggle when you're always having to correct people about your name. It's like, gosh. But what's funny is they name my siblings have more common names. Alana, Billy, and Brandon. Really? And I got Latimia. Gave me Latimia. Well, you know, I'm the oldest, so I had to get the experimental name right. But I love my name. It's a beautiful name. You know, even though people can't pronounce it. But once I tell people how to pronounce it, like at work, they never screw up my name. But yeah, it's funny. Yes, Rana. Yeah, Davisa. So when I saw your name, D, that's what I said. Oh, it's Davisa. Just, you know, looking at it because I don't want to butcher people's names. That's why I'm always asking, you know, did I say it right? Yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of different names, Davisa. I'm sure of it. But yeah, you know, once you correct people, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know. And you know, I've corrected people like once or twice, and they still couldn't get it. I'm like, "Honey, just call me T. Just call me T. It's okay." Yeah, just call me T. Don't worry about it. It's too funny. Thank you very much, Valerie. I'm going to say hey to the lurkers. Hey, lurkers. I hope you're enjoying. I don't mind if you lurk. I'm good with it. I used to do the same thing. All right, so I'm just getting in here with this. Oh, this is periwinkle. And I'm going to actually color the frame in on this, guys, when it's all done being colored. I don't fuss too much over these pages once I base them. I do more like just usually one color of shading, and then I'll highlight it with another color. Like I'll use this white on this water. And that's typically how I do them. I want these to go fast because I have too many daggone books to color in, y'all. Ooh. And I know that is the case with many of us. I have too many books and I don't have enough time. So I have to find ways to do things fast. Yes. Okay. Now what can I work on? I'll probably go in here and use maybe make it sparkle by putting some stickles or glitter glue on that. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. All right, so I'm gonna work on this bush up here now. I'm gonna go with a darker green. Thank you, Rana. Thank you. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope so. I was in a bit of a funk. I think a lot of people are in kind of a funk. Gas prices, guys. Oh, I'm dreading gas next week. Thank you, Valerie. I am dreading gas, you guys. Oh, because I have like a 25-minute drive, which is not really that bad, but my car is not the best on gas, and I have to use premium, so I'm just not. Uh, when the gas prices started going up, you guys, I was one of those ones. I'm not going anywhere. Take Christian to school, come home and sit my butt right here. Lunch? No, we're not going to buy lunch. Order lunch, have it delivered. I'd rather them spend their money on gas. I'll just pay for the food and the delivery fee. Um, so that's how I was rolling for the last probably 5 months or so. It's like I don't want to spend money on gas. Not at all. I'm going in here with a little bit of black. Just a little bit, not much. Right where this chimney is. And a little bit up here. Yeah, I live about 20 miles from town, Valerie, and we have, I'm going to say this, which I don't understand some things sometimes, but then again, I do understand, but I live in a small town. Some might say I live out in the country. Well, it's not really, because there's housing developments, and it's a nice town anyways. But I noticed that everything out here is more expensive. I'm talking like even for milk. Like I can go into Raleigh and get a gallon of milk for less than 260, 275 a gallon. But if I go to the same store only in my town or the next town over from me, they're paying almost $4 or $5 for the same gallon of milk. I think that's horrible. I don't understand it. They kind of do, but they can, when you're living out in a place like out in the country and there's like one of one store, they can charge whatever they want pretty much. You're going to pay it because you don't want to drive 35 to 40 minutes to go get that same bottle of milk, or get your groceries. But me, I refuse. I will drive to the city and go grocery shop before I go pay $4 for a gallon of milk. But it's like that even with gas. I mean, like, gas is more, like, gas is high everywhere, but if I were to go get gas in the city, it's a little bit cheaper than getting it out here in the country. Yes, price gouging. I hate it. But unless people stop, um, you know, buying or shopping there, they're gonna always keep doing it. And good luck with that, because people need to eat and they don't want to go too far to go get their food, and I understand that. All right, you guys are gonna hear me sharpening a pencil. I do apologize. I'm using my Derwent Super Point. All right, so I'm gonna work on this now. I move around the page if you notice. I'm gonna work on the stairs here. Oh, I got the wrong color. Darn it. Oh, sienna. All right, here we go. Yeah, price gouging is not cool. So I just rather go to town, but I don't want to live there. I used to live in Raleigh, and being working from home for the last couple of years and going to town every once in a while just for grocery shopping and seeing what's going on where I used to live in the city. It's very sad, but there's a lot of homeless people right in, like, off the highway when you get off, and they're living in the it's like tent cities within the, like, woods of the of the city right there. When you get off the highway, it's like all the shops and stuff, and there's a bunch of, like, woods, and there's so much trash and people standing around, and with their signs asking for money, and it, it's sad, but the trash is just unbelievable. And I'm so shocked that the city is not at least, getting someone out there to clean up, because that is just to see the trash is horrible, because we're supposed to be, like, recycling and doing the right thing for the earth, but then you got people littering, and then you have, like, all the shopping carts from every single store that has a shopping cart is in the woods or on the side of the highway, all in the streets. It's just horrific. Yeah, Rana, I know they charge more because of that. I just think it's silly. The people in the country don't make more than people in the city. Not necessarily. A lot of people who live out in the country are, like, farming and stuff like that, and into agriculture. Um, and that's not like people who are in medicine or in the IT world and making all that money. It's just sad they do that. But back to the homelessness, it's very sad. So I'm not gonna enjoy going to work the 2 days because I have to see that, and it just makes me so sad. But the city not doing anything to clean up the mess makes me, like, not feel proud of living in the capital of North Carolina. It's not cool. Just darkening up some areas I see that maybe I missed. Hmm. It's just sad. A lot of people are homeless right now. Very sad. Yeah. Y'all, hope this I'm not doing much of a tutorial in my I'm just coloring. Uh, I'm not I sometimes I don't feel like I'm qualified to be telling people how to do something, uh because I'm not uh, I don't do things necessarily the right way. Well, I guess there is no right way, but the way an artist would probably explain um how to do something. But I just enjoy doing this. I just enjoy coloring. So I'm just in here adding some shading to this areas I see I probably missed. It's coming along nicely, actually. I was kind of not knowing if this picture was going to turn out nice because of how detailed these areas are. I don't like a lot of intricate work, so although I will color it, it's just that this house is so small and there's a lot of lines and where this the railing and stuff is, like, you gotta figure out what's a rail and what's not. And then I had to create my own background here because I was like, that doesn't make sense. I did that on the last video. I was like, oh no. Sometimes it's like, what is that when you're coloring? You're like, what is that? Thank you very much, Valerie. Thank you, Lavelia. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. Did anybody do anything for St. Patrick's Day? Does anyone celebrate, like, doing anything big for that holiday? Oh, I didn't say, you guys, I'm using Arteza. I didn't say that in the beginning. They're like, what are you? Using the same pencils as yesterday. I'm using Arteza Expert. And this is the 72 set. Some people don't like these pencils, but I actually enjoy using them, especially in these books. Now I'm going to work a little bit on this chimney. Just a little bit. And these bricks are so tiny, I don't even think I'm going to fool with them too much. Maybe these light ones a little bit. Yeah, not too much because this is really tiny. Yeah, not too much. I got a little gray down this line. See how that looks. We'll see how that looks. I may not like it, but once I do it, it stays. I don't usually erase something that I've done. If I do something and I screw it up, then guess what, guys? It stays unless it's a background, and then I just go in and use a black paint, acrylic paint, and just paint the whole background. Oh, wearing green. I didn't. I got pinched yesterday by my little one, even though I was wearing green. I think he just thought it was funny that you can pinch people um, on on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, Valerie. I mean, I like Arteza, but there's a lot of people out there who don't like them. I do know that one of the complaints about these pencils were that if you're, like, say you're coloring and then you go and use a water soluble medium next to it and you touch the Arteza with the brush, that the Arteza sometimes will act like a watercolor pencil. And people don't like that. All right, I'm gonna start the grass. And the way I do it, guys, I'm not flicking the grass. Like, the line, the flicking. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go in where they kind of show you where you can put your shading and stuff. So I just use those lines. And of course, under the rocks. Under this house, I'm gonna press hard here. But yeah, some people don't like these pencils, but I actually enjoy them. So, I always say to each his own. Everybody has a different experience with their medium, and some people don't like Prismacolor pencils. Some people don't like Holbeins. I mean, everybody has their preference. So everybody has their own preference. Me, I like color pencils, period. I don't care what brand it is, unless it's super chalky, scratchy, and I just can't work with it. I will tell you that I can use any pencil. Because I just want, the more you work with them, you can learn how to use them, or what works for that pencil, or what type of paper works best, you know, using that pencil. Um, so I don't really badmouth any pencil brand or anything. I can tell you that I personally, I don't the pencil I probably care least about would be like the Rose Art. But even though those pencils are scratchy and they don't have a lot of pigment, you could use those for if you want to do like a picture that is very like dainty, so the colors don't come out so dark. You can use it for if you want to do a page like in light shades or hues. That would be like the perfect pencil. Although you're gonna have to work to get that pigment on the paper, on some of the paper, you could still make a nice, you know, image with it. Yes. So it just depends on you how much you want to work with a pencil. Some people don't want to put a lot of effort into pressing hard, of course, because people's hands and stuff hurt. But then some people don't like it because, that it's too scratchy or whatever. Yeah, there are some scratchy pencils out there. Sometimes these pencils can be scratchy, depending on what paper I'm using. So, it's I think really it's the paper that we're coloring on. So, and again, guys, I'm not doing many layers of color. This is my one layer is already on the page, which is the marker. So then I just add usually one other color and highlights. That's it. So what I'll probably do here is do a highlight with more of a yellowish green. Hey, a view is a view. yeah, so you just gotta play around with them. And I love colored pencils, so I think I'm like a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. I think I'm just a big nerd. And that's okay. I don't mind being a nerd for colored pencils. And art and coloring and stuff. I don't care. Call me a nerd. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Thank you very much, Views of You. Thank you. You guys might hear some background noise. Yes. So I would say if you love a pencil, don't listen to other people. Enjoy it. Enjoy your pencils. Don't let anybody, you know, make you feel bad about something you like. I just look at those people and I'm like, okay, well, I like it. To each his own is what I like to say. Or that's your opinion, to each his own. Getting in between these flowers is what I'm doing right now. Woo, y'all. Yes, Valerie, yes. Go ahead, Selena. I know. I have a lot of whips too. And I'm like taking on other buddy colors. Like I really can, whip those out. That's okay. It gives me something to do and makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something, especially when I finish a page. So bring them on. Ooh, Circle of Life. That is an amazing book, y'all. I think that's like one of the top 10. Um, I mean that book is amazing, and I think there's another one coming out. I think I saw it on Book Depository, maybe I want to say, but it's a mandala one, and I probably won't get that one because I'm not a big, huge mandala um person. I'll color them, but they're not my, it's not something that I'm like, ooh, I want to color a mandala. I'll color them, but it's just not my thing. But it's gonna be a mandala one. Yeah, too many whips to count. I don't really like having whips, but because I have a lot of buddy colors going on, and I wanted to at least start them, like base the page if I was gonna base the pages, then that made me have whips. So unfortunately, I have whips. Wow. I have a whip with I have a whip on a page I was doing with Lavelia in an in a Coldereva book. Lavelia has long been finished with that page. And I told her I'm so stressed out about this page. But I have been working on it slowly but surely. I can share it with you guys. Let me go get it really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Lavelia knows I'm just like, ooh, I don't know. You finished yours? I'm like, because you guys, skin is my nemesis. I don't color skin very well, in my opinion. uh, so it's this page, and this has been a whip for probably over a year. Yeah, so I'm still working on it. I drew in a background for this page. I drew this in. You can't really see it, but I drew the background in. And so I'm still working on her skin. I'm doing it slowly, but surely I'm working on it. Thank you, views of you. I'm just like, oh, slowly but surely. I have a lot of hours probably left on this page. But Lavelia, I promise it'll get done. I promise. But yes, this is from the Nocturnes book. So yeah, it's a gorgeous book, gorgeous images. But I'm super. I don't want to say intimidated because I don't want to use that word because I don't think we should be intimidated. But I think that I'm not confident. Maybe that's better to say. I'm not confident in coloring skin, so that page is a whip for like forever. Thank you, Lavelia. Thank you for being so patient. Her page is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. But I'm just like, oh, no. So yeah. Yep. So just working on that. Make sure I'm not losing anything. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I'm excited to finish it finally. I got the wrong color. I'm excited to finish it. So, but yeah. That's the page. If the skin, like if the image has skin, you know, it has an image of, you know, person, and the image like this, for instance, here, the amount of skin I have to color is like really small. But like that is like this whole page of skin. I'm just like, ooh. Thank you, Rana. Thank you, Rana. No, I'm just like, oh gosh, I need to practice more skin coloring. We need to practice that. So, back to the grass. Back to the grass. Yeah, but you guys, I usually when I go through my coloring book, and you guys, I have a spreadsheet, which is ridiculous. I have a spreadsheet to keep up with my coloring books. And like if I'm out and I'm like, oh, and I see something, I don't know, do I have that book or not? I'll go to my phone and look at my spreadsheet. It's kind of silly, but when you have to keep a spreadsheet, you know, I mean, gosh, but yeah, you know, I keep a spreadsheet for all the books, but usually when I go through and like you know, double check my inventory or update it, because sometimes I give books away or I'm destashing. Um, you know, I'll go in and just go look at my books again. And what's cool about going through your books, like your inventory, and seeing if you've colored in a book or and stuff like that, is that you get to, like, it's like you're getting a new book all over again. And that helps too with probably limiting your shopping, because you're like, oh, this book is so beautiful. I've not colored one page. Let me, oh my gosh, I have so many. Um, yeah, so, but yeah, so, you know, you can look at your books all over again and fall back in love with what you have, and not buy anything else for a day or two. For about a day or two. Then you're back buying again. But yeah. So yeah, I keep a spreadsheet, y'all. It's crazy. And I cannot wait till my art room is constructed, or whatever we decide to do. Because I need a whole wall of bookcase. I need a wall of bookcases, not only just for my coloring books, but for my art reference books that I have, and also for the books, my reading books. So, because I want to use my room for reading, for all of the relaxing things that I like to do, or crafty things. Oh yeah, uh, yeah. You might want to try that one, of View as a View, because um, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know I had this book. Or like I forgot to actually put it on the spreadsheet because I just put it away. I'm not too good with that. That's why I'm always looking at my inventory, because sometimes I'll get books and forget to update my spreadsheet, and then they're put up and I'm just like, oh no. And they're all out of order right now because I'm doing a DIY on a bookcase. And yeah, so they're all out of order. And so it's just a mad mess right now. All right, let's see. A mad mess. For some reason over here, it's not coloring the same as up here. I don't know if it's because, well, I think I know why. Yeah. The marker was drying out or something, so I have areas where it's not as saturated with color as you can see the lines here. It's darker here than it is here. So it's like the pencil's acting crazy when I get to the area where there's not that much pigment underneath the pencil. So from the marker, we'll work with that. Sometimes that happens, but I just work with it. Might have to press a little harder. Oh, shoots. Womp womp. That was the side of the bucket. I didn't catch that. So let's see. I'm just going to take this blue and go over that. That happens sometimes, you know. Make a boo-boo. I'm gonna go even darker. I'm gonna use black on top of it, just a little bit. Since it's in the shade anyways. All right. Okay, somebody asked a question. Let's see. Okay, Valerie. Yes, a view is a view. I'm putting color pencil over markers. That's what this is what you're seeing here. It's marker. Even the mountains. All of this was done in marker except for this sky. See, you can see the back side is all marker, pretty much, except for the sky and the flowers. Yes, it does help to do that. That's why I like this method. And I typically use this method on almost every page that I color. I will pre-base. Even that one I showed you guys, the whip that I'm working on, the long time whip. I actually based that page with Derwent. Was it Derwent? I think it was Derwent watercolor pencils. I want to say Derwent or either Lyra watercolor pencils. And then I went on top of that with, and that on that page I'm using Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. So, but I really enjoy doing that method. Now I will work with just colored pencils. But here lately, not really, because I feel like I'm getting pages done faster when I'm doing it this way. And I'm getting kind of messy in here. I don't, guys, I'm a kind of a messy colorist sometimes, so uh, you will see where I'm just kind of just going randomly and scribbling a little bit. I get a little messy. Because I just don't feel like being perfect. I don't think I don't think I can be perfect. You can try, but no. All right. And then getting in between these flowers can be a little bit of a task. And that one's not even completely drawn in. Okay. Yes, try it. I think Valerie said she's going to base her next Teresa Goodrich picture. She's going to try that method as well. It's really fun, actually. I really enjoy it. And especially too if you're coloring on Amazon printed paper, it's fun to do, the marker base, because then it seems like the color pencils take better on that as well. Just give it a shot. The worst thing you can do is nothing. That's the worst thing you can do is nothing. I think you're gonna enjoy it if you try it. Gosh, these flowers. See, usually when I get messy, it's because something's getting on my nerves. These flowers are getting on my nerves, so I'm like, hurry up, let's hurry up and get done with this because I'm done. I'm over it. Even though this picture is gorgeous, I don't like those flowers. cool. Is it lemonade? Lemonade? Hi, well, welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Is it lemonade? Am I saying it right? I don't want to mess up anyone's name. A view is messy like me. I do not care about that. Because sometimes, I like the little imperfections and things. I think that sometimes it makes it more unique when it's has a little imperfection somewhere. That's my opinion. Not everyone thinks that, so that's my opinion on that. Like over here, this area right here is gonna be kind of wonky looking, maybe because of how the marker was running out. So I'm gonna have to, do a little extra work in this area. Oh, good. I said it right. Lemonade. See, I'm hooked on phonics, y'all. I'm hooked on them. So now I'm gonna go in with this lime and just lightly add some of that top. Sometimes I don't, go with a actual. Sometimes I'll just leave it the way it was, but I think that this is good to add this, especially since I have issues down here. So I'm gonna do that. Add this lime. Mm. Yeah. um well, you guys, the color wheel's in my head already. I had to memorize it for art school, so um it's something I had to know. So it's in my head, so I kind of know what colors go with what colors automatically, um because of the training I had. But yeah, the color wheel can be your friend. And if you don't want to use a color wheel, you can always go like to Pinterest or just Google color palettes. And there's thousands and thousands of color palettes that you can actually use, for coloring. And just find the pencils that match those colors and go for it. Now, I have a whip with, not a whip, but a buddy color with Lavelia. And the thing is with me, y'all, I use bright colors. I love bright colors. Where she kind of likes more muted colors. Well, the challenge for me, I told her that she can choose the color palette and that she could choose a muted tone because, I want to try doing that. I don't want to not be able to do muted colors and stuff like that. So she picked a color palette, and as soon as she sent that color palette, the first thing I did is I said, "Oh, I'm using the brightest colors on this palette," which is not cool because I'm supposed to be trying to use the muted tones. But then I'm gonna challenge her to use bright colors. So then when we have our next buddy color and I choose the color palette, then I'm gonna choose a color palette with brighter colors, to challenge her. So it's cool. I really like doing buddy colors because you can do stuff like that. Like, let's choose a color palette. Let's do monochromatic. Let's do a theme, or something to make the buddy color fun. So, but as you guys can see, my grass is not perfect, but it's okay because I like the way it looks. I had to come over here and add more of this lime because this is not a nice area over here. That's okay. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. So I think all I have left to do now are the mountains. Yes, Lavelia. My friend. And I have a buddy color going on with Selena. I think we have two. And I totally forgot about this page. We're doing mythographic dream garden, dream gardens. And I was like, "Do you have this book?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like, "I have the book." I'm like, "See, you have books you don't even know about." Sounds like me. She needs to do a spreadsheet herself. So then I'm like, "Okay, well," she goes, "You could pick the page." And so I'm looking through the page. I'm like, "Hey, we already have a buddy color in this book." And my little tag was hidden. It wasn't sticking out from the page, so I didn't realize that I had one in there until we went, and I even just thought about that book. It was weird. But we're gonna do 2 pages in there, and we haven't chosen any themed colors or anything. But Selena, if you want to, we can. If you want to choose a color palette or something like that for any of those pages. Oh no, a view is a view. Why are you saying that? Don't say that. Don't say that. I'll do one with you. Do you have Instagram? A view is a view. If you do, reach out to me on there and then we can discuss what book. Valerie, what are you laughing at? Valerie. Valerie. Don't say you're crappy. No, don't say that. You're not crappy. No. Don't say that. But yeah, so we can do one. Just reach out to me. We can do it. I'd love to. And that's for anyone who wants to. I'd love to. All right, so let's see. I forgot this little area here. You see little things that you miss. I like to go in and kind of fix those areas. All right. All right, so looks like now all I have is the mountain, but I think I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm getting tired. But I probably will come on again. I won't work on it anymore. I'll do the mountains with you guys, and then the flowers with. I'm just gonna use gel pens, I think, for the flowers. So, but I want to thank everyone. 2 more whips. Okay, you can if you have those books. Views of you. I don't think that Selena would mind if you join us. Uh, Selena, be nice to yourself. You color slow because that's the way you color. Everybody colors differently, and I think that everybody should be, thrilled with the way that they do it. It's not a wrong or right way, but I don't mind doing buddy colors with people who color slow. It's just fun to do something like do a project with someone regardless of when they finish or how long it takes them to do it or how fast that person might do it. I'm coloring. I think that I color pretty fast, and I have some whips like the one working with Lavelia that I just it's taking me forever. And then I have some other buddy colors with people who Like they asked me to color and then they're done within 2 days and I'm not even started. So, it's just the way you want to do it. I there's no time frame whenever I do buddy color. I don't care how long it takes you. If I say, "Oh, let's do buddy color." I don't care if it takes you a year. You do it when you want to do it. So, thank you, Lavelia. Thank you very much, Abuse of You. I hope that you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I will do a part 3 to finish up this page. And hopefully that will be next week sometime. Okay, so until next time, y'all, take care, beautiful people. Love y'all. Good night, everybody.